Hello and welcome to the Eclectic Chef channel here on YouTube. I'm Chef Anthony. This is our first video, a little different. I'm here in my English kitchen, so I thought I would give you a review of two great rivalries, Marks and Spencer's versus Waitrose. In this case, we're comparing their Manzanillas, which is a very dry sherry type wine from north of Cadiz in Spain. Now, I first learned to love Manzanilla during some business trips to Madrid. I'm still indebted to my Spanish friends for introducing me to it. To some of my US viewers, this will seem a bit odd, but if you live in England, you'll know this to be true, that Waitrose just lately has been a little on the downs. Marks and Spencer's, on the other hand, has been on the ups. I drink a lot of Manzanilla when I'm here in England from very different places. And I've tried these two and they're very different. It's worth talking about this too. Their budget, the Marks and Spencer's, is £8, thereabouts. Waitrose is $8.99. Marks and Spencer's comes from Williams and Humbert, which is a big house. They say on the label that this has tastes of green apples, olives with a salty tang. Marks and Spencer's comes from Lustow, which is a less known house, but I know of them. And they say of their brand or their taste that this has an almost salty tang, almond, chamomile and apple notes. Only difference in the bottles, frankly, is the Waitrose has a cork, the Marks and Spencer's is a metal screw top. Now, if we look, I would not normally serve this in this glass, but it doesn't matter for this purpose. You'll see the colours are essentially the same. Manzanillas typically, although if you have single grape varieties, they can go almost to an Amontillado colour, but these are typical of Manzanilla, very pale Fino type colour. You'll also see they both say they're from Sanlúcar. This is an area on the coast north of Cadiz, and yes, they both, you'll remember, say that their wine may have a salty tang. Well, Manzanilla can have quite a salty tang. I will tell you right at the start that I was rooting for Marks and Spencer's because they've done so much in improving their in-house wine brands. But we'll see how that works out. You'll notice that the Marks is the only one that has some awards on the bottle label. So let's give them a try. First, the Marks. A little nose, but frankly, not much. Really doesn't smell much of anything. A little bit of a tang on the edge of the tongue. Yes, it's a little salty. Some good after tang with that. Now let's try the Waitrose. By the way, both these bottles have been in the fridge the same amount of time. They're both the same temperature, so no worries there. Waitrose has something more of a nose than the Marks and Spencer. Much more going on in the mouth with the Waitrose Manzanilla. It's quite powerful on the edge of the tongue, and I would say there's almost a nutty aftertaste. It's not overpowering at all, but quite the nutty aftertaste with Waitrose, which you don't get with Marks and Spencer's. Now, let's wrap this up. I said I was rooting for Marks and Spencer's at the start of this, but honestly, I really prefer the Waitrose of these two. It's £1 more, roughly, but in in this particular case, I got to give the thumbs up to Waitrose. Would I turn my nose up at the Marks and Spencer's Manzanilla? Absolutely not. I just happen to feel that the Waitrose Manzanilla here has a greater depth of flavour and nose, certainly more going on in the mouth when you drink it. If you like a milder wine, you'd probably like the Marks and Spencer's over the Waitrose. Both of these wines, as I said, in the £8 range from my US viewers, that's 10 to 12 bucks. Incredible value in my opinion. Now, one thing needs to be said. Taste is a very individual thing. Just because I happen to prefer one particular type of Manzanilla doesn't mean you will. Your taste may be different to mine. But were I able to only buy one bottle today out of these two, it would be the Waitrose. Well, anyway, thank you so much for watching. A little short video shot on my tablet in my kitchen in England. We'll have a lot more for you on this YouTube channel, a little bit different, some wine reviews, lots of recipes, some cookbook reviews too. I want to thank you so much for watching. If you like this as we go along, please feel free to subscribe and like. Thank you, and we'll talk to you again soon.